Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 18.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. 22.
On 2nd down, Freeman. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, express. 20, 11. Go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This one's complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Express. Get up.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Boy, CD Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him?
And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
To return, this is Eddie Jackson. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some space here. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, Charles, the Atlanta Falcons, a team that you saw last week, that win at Washington 38-14. And, gosh, that inauspicious start, 1-4. Now, all of a sudden, they've won 3 in a row.
Yeah, and I think that when you go back to their 1-4 start, they decided to down focus and just take the next 2 games and turn into a 2-game season. Let's go ahead and get these and see where we are in the open week. They beat Tampa Bay. They beat the New York Giants. Got to 3-4. And during their open week, head coach Dan Quinn handed out T-shirts to everyone that said, own now. And all that means is let the past go. Let's move forward. And it paid off in a big way in Washington, beating them 38-14.
Coleman now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Right.
Now Ryan on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On third down, Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And an alley to run. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And that'll be held in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. On second down, here's Trubisky. And Gabriel's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
On second down, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
12. 11. Gun.
Here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to drop it for a loss of 18, make it 19 yards, and it'll be 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bears have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that back.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 57 yards. And the Bears have broken the tie. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
To throw on second down. Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Jackson now to return. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Trubisky on first down. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go play action with Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Tuesday. Gun. Get up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now Trubisky. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18. Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
18. Gotta go. Hands up.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Trubisky to throw. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You see it?
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here now come the Falcons. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They will run again with Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Here's Coleman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, let's go.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel it.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Now what can Trubisky do here in overtime? Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Again, it's Howard. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And then the yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.